Hi, hello. What is up? I hope you're having an amazing Monday. Happy August 1st. It's me, Alexis Olson here, certified personal trainer, full-time entrepreneur, here to chat with you about hydration. So I thought it was perfect that I happen to have my gallon of jug left over from our road trip this weekend. If you are the most hydrated person you know, if you're like me and you consume a gallon of water, you may still be hydrated or on the verge of, or you may still be dehydrated or on the verge of dehydration. And I'm going to tell you why and how you can tell and what to do to fix it and to make sure you're actually hydrated. Because especially right now, if you're in the US, it's summer here, it's hot. And a lot of us don't have AC. I mean, we have AC in our bedroom, so that's not a problem. But a lot of people I know, especially on like Oregon, Montana, don't have AC. And so this is really, really important. This comes up so much in my realm that I wanted to make a video about it so that I can reference people to it when they try and tell me that they are hydrated. So let's get into it. I'm going to explain some science for you and give you some solutions. Okay, so first off, I often end up having to call people out when they try to tell me that they are super hydrated because they drink water all day, they don't have that much caffeine, or they don't drink any other beverages, etc. And so I just want to kind of explain how drinking a lot of water does not equal being hydrated. It does not mean that your body is even absorbing all the water that you're drinking, especially when it's hot, especially if you work out and you sweat. So we're going to get into that. If you're on here live, please let me know that you're tuning in by commenting below #live. If you are watching this on the replay, please comment below #I miss you, and I will say I miss you back. If you are one of my amazing customers, please comment below hi. And if you're new to my content, you've never seen any of my videos before, please let me know by commenting below, hi Kelly, by commenting below #new. I'm so glad you're here. So this has come up a lot. So here's the thing. When we're drinking a lot of water, we're going to the bathroom more, and especially in this heat, if you don't have AC, or even if you're just outside for 5 minutes, when you're sweating, your body is actually losing electrolytes. And so losing that important sodium that helps us absorb the water that we do consume. So if you don't believe me, if you've ever licked your sweat on accident or felt your sweat drip into your mouth, it's salty, right? So this salt is what helps us stay hydrated. It helps our body absorb the water that we are drinking. And if we're sweating a lot and we're just replenishing it by drinking more liquids and more water, for example, my boyfriend yesterday was like, I can't stop drinking liquids. I can't stop, and I'm still so thirsty. And I was like, yeah, you're dehydrated. No matter how many liquids you get in, you're still dehydrated. So I was like, here, take some electrolytes. So here's some other signs that you might be dehydrated or on the verge of dehydration. And so one sign is if you start to get a little bit of a headache. This is going to be really common if you don't have AC, if you're sweating a lot, if you're drinking diuretics like coffee or tea. Tea is a diuretic. Most black and green teas have caffeine in it, so they are a diuretic, which just means that you're going to pee more. So a couple of ways to remedy this. And why is this important? Why should you care? Well, if you're in my realm, you've probably heard me talk about pure therapeutic ketones, and you've seen me do my shake-ups on my stories. So I drink ketones to get into ketosis every single day, even though I don't eat the ketogenic diet. So I consume them and I get into ketosis by drinking them exogenously from outside of my body. And there's so many amazing benefits to being in ketosis, right? Y'all have heard me talk about the better energy, the better focus, the better mood, digestion, sleep, muscle preservation, strength, mood, all of the things, right? So the thing with ketones is that they are actually naturally a diuretic as well. So it is very important while you're taking ketones, or when you start introducing them into your lifestyle or into your diet, that you make sure you're hydrated. And that does not mean just drinking a gallon of water a day. because you are peeing more, which is going to be depleting your body of those natural electrolytes that you usually have, because more of it's being flushed out of you. So another way that you can tell that you are on the verge of dehydration or that you are dehydrated is if you ever get muscle cramps. So if you're like walking and your leg starts cramping up, or you're like laying in bed and you get like a Charlie horse or whatever you want to call it, that's another sign that you're dehydrated. So a lot of times people will come to me and say, oh, I'm not dehydrated. You know, I drink a gallon of water a day. You know, I don't have any like sugary beverages. I only drink water, maybe like some tea, maybe 1 cup of coffee, but that's it. And then they start taking ketones and they're like, wow, that just didn't make me feel good. I got a headache. I felt kind of foggy, which is just the exact opposite of how they're supposed to make you feel, right? And because they're supposed to make you like what they do for me is they make you laser focused and just have a lot of really natural, sustainable energy throughout the day. But when I first started taking them, actually, I was also on the verge of dehydration and didn't know it. And I got the muscle cramps. I got a little bit of a headache. I felt a little bit fuzzy. I didn't feel those benefits. So I was like, what the heck? Why is everyone drinking these and saying it and I'm feeling this way? So again, it comes back to salt. It comes back to electrolytes. It comes back to that sodium that we need to be consuming. So a couple of different ways to do this. You can have some Gatorade Zero. Obviously, that's not my first option because, you know, there's better options, more natural options. One of my favorite options is to eat a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. So if you've been hydrating all day, or as you're going throughout the day, especially if you're working out in the heat, bring your jug of water, put a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, not a ton, just sprinkle some into your water, and that's actually going to really help your body absorb the water that you're drinking, so you're not going to feel fatigued out in the heat. You're not going to be getting a headache. You're not going to be cramping up. And then I also take Mitoplex, which has all the sodium, the potassium, magnesium, which is also really good for cramping. I take what's called Mitoplex, and it has a little bit of creatine, vitamin D3 in it, some B vitamins. So I take that with my water, especially before I work out, because I know I'm going to be sweating, losing electrolytes. And I also drink ketones every day. So it's really important for me to take those electrolytes. And I either will take it with water or I'll just mix it in with my ketones. So that is my little spiel on how to know if you're actually hydrated. 90% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. So if you think you're hydrated, you might not actually be hydrated. So make sure you're having a little bit of salt, some Gatorade. This is what athletes do, or some Mitoplex. So if you need the hookup, they're super cheap. I do have some flavored, if you're not a fan of just like plain water, I have some really yummy citrus flavored electrolytes that you can add to your water, whether you're drinking exogenous ketones or not. And yeah, I just want to make sure everyone stays hydrated out there, because as you can see, I've been getting some sun. I was in the sun all day yesterday, and I even ended up getting a headache at the end of the day when I took my PM, like my afternoon ketones. No caffeine in them, but I got a little bit of a headache because I hadn't had any electrolytes. I hadn't had enough electrolytes, and I was just sweating so much and was drinking a lot of water, but not enough electrolytes. So I chugged some electrolytes real quick, started again in the morning, good to go, no headache. I can go back to my iced coffee, back to my ketones, back to my water and electrolytes, and everything's all good. I'm still feeling energetic, even though it's really hot out today. It's 100 degrees here in Montana. I don't know what it's like where you're at, but all right, y'all, let me know if you have any questions at all. I'm here to help, here to support you on your health and fitness journey and give you the science so you can actually get the results that you're desiring, whatever that be, whether it be weight loss or nothing to do with weight loss. Maybe you just want to be in the best shape of your life and maintain those results and start building that strength and that confidence from within. So here to help. Again, let me know if you have any questions. You can comment below, or feel free to send me a private message on the Facebook or the Instagram or wherever you're watching this at. So I love you. Have a great week. I'll talk to you soon.